Okay, so in your midterm, okay, actually it's called midterm seminar, but actually it's to help you to prep your first exam. All right. Now, so for Form 4, your nota, okay, we are actually focused on revising chapter 1. Okay. The reason of this is because most of the school is actually exam until chapter 1 only. All right. Now, and some of the school may follow the proper format. Some of the school may not. If you have a proper format, okay, if the proper formats are, it's gonna look like this. Okay, proper format means the SPM format lah. If your school are follow, then your format will be, okay, your format will be, first, you have a kertas satu. Kertas satu is actually 40 questions, objective, compulsory. And then you have a kertas dua, which split into part A and part B. Part A, you will have 3 subjective, it's compulsory, right? And each of the question worth 20 marks. So here contain 60 marks in total. And bahagian A is compulsory. And bahagian B, you are required to choose 4 questions, choose 2 questions. Each question same, worth 20 marks, which is total worth 40 marks. All right. Now, yeah. So, just to let you know, this is a SPM format. Now, and of course, in the first term exam, it gonna depends on your school. Okay, most of the school actually exam the whole chapter 1 and a little bit of chapter 2. The reason of this is because the whole Form 4 only have 4 chapters. All right. Now, let's just start from very beginning. So commonly, not only first term, it's like most of the time, right? Your exam, they will definitely ask you about the first thing that you learn in Ekon, which is sumber economy, the economy resources. Economy resources. Sometimes the book will use the word faktor pengalaran, and they are represent the same thing. They are the same thing. Okay, they are the same thing, yeah. Now, so you see why we need to learn sumber economy is because ilmu economy, or the meaning of economy, is to mengkaji, okay, the keyword, yeah, is to mengkaji cara manusia mengurus sumber ekonomi untuk memenuhi kehendak yang tidak terhad. And mengurus sumber ekonomi, why we need to manage our economy resources? Because they are limited. So you need to know, we categorize all these economy, sumber economy, into 4 things, right? Tanah, modal, buruh, usahawan. And this is something that very, very important. They will ask in Form 4, even Form 5, even SPM. All right, we have 4. Tanah means land, all right? So if they ask you to explain the word land, the keyword that you must say is, they are anugerah. Sumber anugerah, alam semula jadi. A natural resources, a reward from nature. All right, this is the proper meanings. And then they are limited supply. Let me just go through it fast, okay? Penawaran means supply. Their supply are limited. Now, in terms of mobility, land, can we switch place? No. That's why we see they don't have mobility tempat, but you can change the use of the land. Okay, mempunyai mobility kegunaan. So, of course, yeah, you direct translate land means tanah, but your contoh is not only land, because the word land included everything that come from the nature. Okay, it can be mineral, it can be your hasil laut, hasil hutan, and so on. Now, and modal. Modal means capital. Capital is way opposite from tanah. Tanah, something come from nature. Modal is something that ciptaan manusia. made by human, which used in process pengeluaran. And buruh is labor. People will work. You go work means we contribute energy, sumbangan tenaga manusia. All right? You are a human, right? So you have a mobility geography, you have a mobility pekerjaan. Now, and then usahawan is the entrepreneur. Right? Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is somebody who control the resources and help us to generate income. And or help them to make money, right? So their keyword will be gabungkan faktor-faktor. Okay, pengeluaran untuk mengeluarkan barang tanpa khidmatan. Or we say they meminimumkan cost. They reduce the cost. All right. Now, this is just wait. I found that I forget to erase the answer. Give me a second. Okay. So come back here, yeah. In exam, normally how they ask you for this subtopic, sumber economy, the first way is they give you a paragraph or they just give you two things and they ask you to terangkan perbezaan difference. You may present your answer in a sentence form. You may present your answer in a table form. Okay, but of course, sentence form will be better lah, right? Now, and be aware some of the school teacher are very, very strict that saying perbezaan means you should tell like difference, right? Let's say A is what? And then you must write manakala. Okay? B is what? So you're going to tell me A something, manakala B something. Normally your answer way. And you look at the 4 mark. 4 mark means what? You need to compare two, right? Let's read one by one. They say Encik Saleh, okay? This is a people. They said he wanted to mengurus ladang tanah milikan. If he managed his own piece of land, who is he? Right? His own land. When his own land means he actually act as a, we have 4 sumber, 4 factor. All right, we have 4 factors. Are you with me? Yes, right. We have 4 factors. And he said he want to manage the ladang on his own land. Okay, his own land. So he manage own land. Who is he? He is the boss, right? So your first part, you're gonna say that. Okay, usahawan. So you can say it. First story is this is a usahawan. All right, so you can say Encik Saleh. Let me just write in sentence for you, okay? So you can say Encik Saleh sebagai usahawan. Okay? Can ya? He act as a usahawan. To do what? You say, okay? Dan mengurus, manage. Ladang ketati tanah milikannya. Okay? So, manakala Encik Saleh, okay, akan menjadi buruh jika okay, dia bekerja sebagai pengurus. Okay, di syarikat, exam right info ya, penanaman padi. Sorry, not padi, kelapa sawit. Okay, you should show difference. Like he can be a usahawan, but at the same time, he can also be a buruh. Now, and the second, you got to further tell what's the different usahawan and what's the different about buruh. Okay, so your first second parts, you're gonna say, yeah, first part is you tell me the difference. One is usahawan, another is buruh. All right. Now, so you're gonna say that. Okay. So what is the use of usahawan? Now, be aware. The answer you have a lot. So you can explain now what's the meaning of usahawan. Okay. So you can say that. Okay, usahawan is here, or you can say usahawan is seorang individu yang menggabungkan combine combine faktor-faktor pengeluaran lain others pengeluaran for what? Untuk mengeluarkan barang dan perkhidmatan to produce it. Now here manakala wow buruh leh. What is the buruh? Buruh is a people who contribute energy. Merupakan sumbangan tenaga manusia. Okay, tenaga manusia dalam pengeluaran. Dalam proses pengeluaran. Okay, now of course, then you will have another 2 marks here while you explain usahawan correctly and you explain buruh correctly. But is it mean that, oh, in exam, I can only gain marks when I explain the definitions of usahawan, definition of buruh? No, you will have others answer, right? Example, the extra one. As a usahawan and buruh, yeah, other things that it may not be a direct answer in your textbook, but you can write. You can say, oh, usahawan, they work hard, they gabungkan faktor, and then they will get untung as a ganjaran. Or you can say ganjaran untung. Their reward is untung. But buruh leh, somebody, you work, you work very hard. But what is the return that you get at the end of the day? Ganjaran, upah. Ganjaran, gaji. Can it be your answer? Yes, but you don't learn this in chapter 1, but you can get it as answer. All right. And also, other than that, you see, they tell you, you as a usahawan, you must have a certain characteristic. Like you need to be creative, you need to be innovative, you must have take risks, right? So you can also say that their differences perlu menghadap risiko. They must face risk or they must bear the risk. But buruh, you just go work. Is the company untung or rugi? Is that your risk? No, it's not your risk. Okay, it can be your answer. All right, or even because perbezaan. Okay, Kenya. So I give you 2 extra answer, which telling you that have a certain flexible in your answer. It may not to say must be exactly same as the textbook, but you need to make sense. All right, understood? Are you good? Now, this is the first way of asking. They tell you perbezaan. Now, of course, question may also just ask you explain, just explain. Like this, they give you a picture, they say, jelaskan sumber ekonomi di atas. So you look at this, what it is. They show you the green, the earth. Okay, the green, the earth. So the green, the earth, which sumber they represent? And this I don't write in full, yeah, because I wish that I can cover as much of question we can. Right? So what is this? When it's green, when it's earth, means this is actually tanah. 4 marks ma. Then first mark you tell me, sumber ekonomi di atas ialah tanah. Explain what is tanah. Oh, tanah ialah sumber anugerah dari pada alam semula jadi. Something from the nature, 1 mark. Or you don't like this, you can tell me. Tanah tidak mempunyai mobility. Tidak mempunyai mobility tempat. Tetapi mempunyai mobility kegunaan. Okay, so Kenya. Now, any other answer from the books? From the books, you can say tanah merupakan sumber yang penawaran terhad, limited supply. Okay, now this is from the books. Of course, extra for you. You may write this. Okay, so you can say tanah can do what, yeah? Boleh disewa supaya menerima ganjaran wang sewa. So that you can actually have rental income. But this is the extra one, which is not in chapter 1, but can be part of your answer. All right, now, and we move, yeah. Okay, let stop me if you feel that too fast or you have, okay, feel free to answer. I will be very happy if you give me some answer. Wrong is okay, because it's a seminar, of course. It's good that we have interaction. Yeah, all right. Now, so this is the example, of course. Just an extra to tell you, because the question here, because we are limited to time, there's not much of question being displayed here. So actually, we do have, they ask perbandingan. Perbandingan means, yeah, your answer must have persamaan and perbezaan in order for you to get a complete marks. I mean, a full marks. Of course, they might also ask you persamaan. Okay, this is the common. They either ask you to explain or compare. Per extra. they might also ask you. Okay, the one berbeza and jelaskan. This is normally the way that they ask. All right. Now, and go down, right? Now, other than sumber economy, you see, just now we said ilmu economy tell you we actually learning about what? Cara manusia menggaji sumber ekonomi yang terhad, which is how we manage tanah, modal, buruh, usahawan, right? We manage these resources to do what? Untuk memenuhi kehendak. Okay? Memenuhi kehendak yang tidak terhad. So, then came to your second part, masalah ekonomi. Masalah ekonomi, sometimes the books, they will say masalah kekurangan. But they are trying to ask the same thing. Okay, scarcity, kekurangan. Now, come back here. Why we will have masalah ekonomi? Why we will have kekurangan? Because sumber adalah terhad. Right, sumber ekonomi terhad, but kehendak tidak terhad. Hence, we have not balance. So, limited resource, unlimited desire. So, we are facing kekurangan. So, masalah ekonomi normally require you to figure out how different peoples solve the problem, deal with their limited resources, and solve their desire. All right. So normally, in this kind of questions, your answer will split into 4 parts. The first part, you should determine from the question what unit economy the question belongs to. Okay, unit economy that the question belongs to. Unit economy split into 3. Isi rumah. Isi rumah means household. Households means, okay, households means family, normal people. You are isi rumah. I'm also a isi rumah. Your families, all right? And the second group of people called frima, the company, the usahawan, all right? And the third group of people is kerajaan, government. So these 3 group of people, they facing different scarcity. Okay, they facing the 3 different scarcity. Why? Yes, all of us resources are limited, but what is the resources that we have? So this is the second part for your answer. You need to determine what are they not enough. You see, for household, we are the one who buy things. All right. You are a people. You are the one who work, and you are the one who get salary, and you are the one who buy things. So you work to get money. All right. So what you lack of? Money. That's why all of us are working, right? That's why your parents are working, right? Everybody are working, and you are studying, right? Now, sumber pendapatan terhad. All right. Now, so, okay, with your limited resources, limited salary, limited income, then you have to decide, right? When you have a lot of things displayed in front of you, you feel like buying, right? You feel like buying. You feel like buying, but you cannot buy everything because limited resources, right? So you have to choose. You as an isi rumah, you see, everybody have different thoughts, right? Everybody may have a different choice. So to conclude it, you choose A, I choose B. Nothing wrong. Why? Because maybe you prefer A, I prefer B. Then how we explain how people make a choice? Mencapai kepuasan yang maximum. Means you will do whatever decision to maximize your satisfaction. Maximize your satisfactions. Make your life happy, right? Then, of course, as we said, because you have limited income, you cannot buy everything that you want. So you make a choice. You make a choice means you definitely have to let go something, right? And we call it opportunity cost. Okay, opportunity cost. Things that you let go. Okay, now what kind of thing are the things that you let go? Always is those that bring you kepuasan kedua terbaik. Means they are not the best. They are second the best. That's why they are being let go. You don't want it. You put them aside. All right. You let go them. Understand? Are you good?
Yes.
Can ya? Now, then how about prima, a companies, right? A company kekurangan. A company is different. Company is owned by the usahawan. Usahawan will make use of faktor pengeluaran to make product. So what they lack of? Sumber ekonomi lo. Faktor pengeluaran. So with the limited resources, company how they make choice, they will choose whatever that bring them profit. Maximize their profit. Which one is more profitable? Of course, they will let go the second the best. The second the best the profit. Right? Then how about government? Government gains their resources from where? Hasil negara. They have not enough income, but the country income, not you, not me, but hasil negara. Can ya? So how government get money? From the cukai. But cukai are limited. Why? You earn, let's say you earn 20,000, right? Are you gonna pay all 20,000 to government? No, you only pay a portion of it. And it's not everybody need to pay tax, right? It's up to a certain requirement. You only pay tax when you achieve some requirement, right? You achieve the requirement, then you pay tax off. You didn't achieve the requirement, then you no need to pay tax. All right. Now, so that's why their income are limited. So with the limited income, government jobs is to serve the people. So how they maximize kebajikan masyarakat? How they maximize the benefit, the welfare for peoples? This is their job, and this will be their choice, right? Then of course, the project that bring kebajikan kedua terbaik, they will actually be delayed or put aside. Now, so in your answer technique, we'll have 4 things. You must answer according to these 4, right? So look at the example in the questions. You see, they said, jelaskan konsep kekurangan, pilihan, kos lepas yang dihadapi oleh unit ekonomi tersebut. Now, they tell you unit economy, but do they tell you which unit are they belong? No, they just say, oh, based on the unit on top. So your first thing, you should find out first, what is the unit economy? So you read through lo. Syarikat Firas sentiran berhasrat mengeluarkan keluaran baharu dengan peruntuk 10 juta. So first, they mention who is the main character in the question? Syarikat Firas. So this is your first part. Your first sentence. You must tell me who are they? They belong to which unit? Syarikat, company, firma. So you tell syarikat, of course, in exam write full, okay? Firas Sendirian Berhad merupakan free mah. So this is your first answer where you tell me they are free mah. And second, they say they want to come out something new product with the distribution of 10 millions only. So 10 million limited, right? So this is your second. You should tell they have limited money. But we don't use the word money, free ma. We use the word sumber. Okay, so your second sentence, you will come and say it. Okay, syarikat Virus sendirian berhad, or you can say Frima ini mengalami masalah kekurangan sumber ekonomi. For what? Untuk keluaran. Or terbaharu. Now, don't stop here. Can just continue and further explain a little bit, right? Yeah, they lack of sumber economy. Further and tell what sumber economy they have, right? So you can say, yaitu, right? Come with your question. Hanya mempunyai peruntukan. Okay, if they give, then you write, okay? Sebanyak 10 juta for what? Untuk membeli mesin melipat pakaian dan mesin basuh pinggan mangkok. Now, further a little bit if you want, then you say yang berjumlah, okay, both is dengan jumlah kos, not enough space, okay, jumlah kos 19.8 juta. Show that they are not enough. They only have 10 million, but the whole thing need 19 million. So your third sentence come and explain. So you already tell not enough. So Frima have to make choices. Frima terpaksa membuat pilihan. Why make choices? Untuk memaksimumkan, okay, untuk memaksimumkan keuntungan. So you explain already, and the number 4 come already. Number 4. Now, because they said, yeah, you need to relate to the questions, right? Dihadapi oleh ekonomi di atas. Do they tell you their choice? They didn't. Then what you do? What you do? You you make the decision for them lah. So, then you choose which one you want. So if like say, jika, wait, why cannot write? Now, so jika machine, okay, what is that? Melipat pakaian dipilih. If machine being choose, then you're gonna tell that the second story. The another one, machine basuh pinggan mangkok. Now, why you let go? Why you didn't choose membasuh mangkok? Then you say loh, yang membawa keuntungan yang kedua terbaik terpaksa dilepaskan sebagai kos lepas. Now, of course, yeah. In this situation, right, they are just asking you to explain the concept, but the answer that I provide you here is actually about 5 marks because I provide another choice for you. Then how you gain your marks, right? Like I said, you mention yourself are a prima, you facing a kekurangan, right? And then you terpaksa membuat pilihan untuk memaksimum keuntungan. Kedua terbaik menjadi kos lepas. But of course, the one that I didn't highlight, they will also include as a part of the marks in your applications. All right. So normally, the marks here will be 5 marks to 6 marks. So 5 marks means they will left around the 1 to 2 marks for your assumptions. Means the explain or for you to plug in the informations. Are you good? Oh, one thing, yeah, be aware. Do you realize they give you 10 millions and your project is 10 million and 9.8 million? Okay, just to tell you, yeah, by right, you are the usahawan, right? You will just choose based on whichever that maximumkan keuntungan. And here they didn't tell you which one is maximumkan keuntungan. Okay, right? So by right, you can choose anything and then you explain another one as cost lepas. Now, but some of the school teacher, they very particular. They said, if you have 10 million budget, you should choose whatever with the nearest budget. Understand? 10 million, choose 10 million. Why? Because 10 million is the nearest. Okay, but explain wise is still the same. All right, understand? Are you good? Yes. Another one, are you good? I don't know your name, but yeah, are you good? Which one? I mean, yeah, which one? Which portion? Yeah, the whole thing? Actually, you are. Why you don't attend the Mandarin version? The Mandarin version is later. Okay. Never mind. Let me just go through the concept. I try to go through the concept slowly, and then you tell me which part, which words you don't understand, and then I translate that particular thing in Mandarin for you, can? Because I cannot the whole paragraph in Mandarin for you. Okay, so these questions is asking masalah economy. Okay, masalah problem, economy problem, or we said that is a problem about kekurangan, not enough. Okay, you have limitation, not enough. Now, when facing this kind of problem, your answer split into 4 steps, means 4 things to explain. You need to explain 4 things. First, you tell me, you find out in the question, you find out unit economy. Understand? You find out in this question, they are isi rumah, or they are prima, or they are kerajaan. Here, okay? Now, and then the second step, if you find the unit economy already, you found out this is a prima. Then the second thing you must tell me kekurangan. Prima facing what problem. They are actually have limitation of what? What kind of thing they not enough? Come back here. This is fixed one. A FRIMA must be not enough sumber economy. So you should mention sumber economy. But how you present your answer? Okay, this is must one, confirm one. As long as you found this is FRIMA, then this must be sumber economy. You don't care that what kind of like example they write. Right? You see, they have peruntukan means the distribution, their allocation. They only have 10 million. So this is the kekurangan the sumber economy. That's why the second sentence said that syarikat mengalami masalah kekurangan sumber ekonomi, which is only have 10 million for project A and B. For machine, these two machines. Understand? This is your second part. And you need to write in full. Means they only have 10 million to buy this and that. So the next one, you already tell me what kind of thing you are kekurangan. Third, you should tell me pilihan. What you choose or how they make a choice. How they pilih, choose. So they need to choose among these two projects. Which one they gonna use it? Which one they gonna let go? Okay, for a FRIMA, it's a confirm one. Confirm you will choose according keuntungan, profit. Because you are a boss. A boss, the main aim is to earn money. Understand? So you're gonna say that their pilihan is to maximum keuntungan. That's why they said FRIMA have to membuat pilihan, which is maximum untung. Whatever to help them maximize untung. Are you good? Until here, this is what you need to mention. Now, and then you have pilihan, you have made a choice. Then definitely choice means I can only choose one here. In this situation is one. You can only choose one means the rest, the next one, you have to let go. In here, we use the word cost lepas. Then what kind of things that you let go, 放弃? Second the best. Whatever that bring you kedua terbaik. Okay? Now, but in this situation, because they give you a story, so you need to give them a story as well lah. So you just give them a assumption, 假设. Assume that whatever you choose. So I give them an assumption. Let's say, if I choose machine melipat pakaian, then what you let go? Basuh mangkok lor. So you say, machine basuh pinggan membawa untung kedua terbaik. So become cost lepas. Why I let go them? Because they second the best. They are second the best. They are not the best, but second. So you let go. This is how the flow of answer. All right. Now let's try one more. Yeah, but this one I don't write in full. Yeah. So same way. Here they say, gambar menunjuk kepada satu unit ekonomi. Jelaskan konsep dihadapi oleh unit ekonomi di atas. So first way, first thing, find out first isi rumah. So do you think, find out isi rumah pula. Find out unit economy. What unit economy they belongs to? A person, right? A normal person. So they are isi rumah, household. So he thinking of house or car, right? So see, you gotta say that they facing kekurangan. So do you think a normal people, isi rumah, what is their kekurangan? They have not enough? What is the things that they not enough? They not enough? Income. money, sumber pendapatan. They want to use the sumber pendapatan to do what? To buy rumah, right? To buy car. Just further elaborate loh. Sumber pendapatan yang tepat untuk membeli rumah dan kereta. Third, you should tell me she need to make a choice. Isi rumah, how they make a choice? They always based on kepuasan. Whoever or whatever things that bring them kepuasan maximum. Okay? Can ya? Then what is the cost lepas? Cost lepas is let go, right? You will always let go whatever that kedua terbaik. Alright? This is the keyword you need to have in your explanation. Okay? Kepuasan. Kepuasan means satisfaction. 满意满足 you satisfied 满足满意 alright 满足感满意感 alright now so this one can ya now in here right if you want to write a full one I didn't have the full one but I think afterwards they will upload the full answer in the what is that in the TTC website. All right, but I just read through with you. Yeah, I don't write the full one now. So if you want to write a full answer, you will say that because they didn't write anything on top like just now. Just now they said syarikat, then you say syarikat. Oh, this one they didn't say. You just say unit economy di atas ialah isi rumah. Okay, isi rumah mengalami masalah kekurangan sumber pendapatan. Masalah kekurangan sumber pendapatan untuk membeli rumah dan kereta. Okay, so isi rumah terpaksa membuat pilihan untuk memenuhi kepuasan maksimum. Okay, and then in the middle you give them an example lah. You said, jika rumah dipilih, kereta yang membawa kepuasan kedua terbaik akan menjadi kos lepas. Okay? This is normally how you present them in a word. If yes, then I'm gonna move on a little bit more to the next part. Can ya? Now here, the third part of this page, this chapter 1 is keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran, KKP. Okay, they say keluk means the curve. It's a graph. Keluk, direct translate means curve. Okay, curve. Now, in Ekon, in your level, when you see this word means it's also a form of graph lah. It's a form of graph. Curve ma. Curve normally present in a graph. So they say this is a graph or this is a picture or this is a line to show hard maximum pengeluaran. Your hard limit, your maximum limit dapat dicapai dalam sebuah ekonomi yang mengguna faktor pengeluaran yang ada tingkat teknologi yang tentu. Means with the limited sumber, with the limited technology, what is your maximum? What can you be? Okay, what can you came up? we said this is keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. But we have a few assumptions when you plot keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. Assumption ya, andaian means assumption. Assume. Okay, assume. Now, so they say, while we are talking about keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran, we say KKP. They say we must assume economy hanya keluar dua barang. We only have two type of product in the economy. And we mencapai guna tenaga penuh. Guna tenaga penuh means full employed. Full employment. Full employment means everybody that will need to work, they have work, okay? Ya. Now, and then sumber ekonomi yang dimiliki adalah terhad. Whatever resources are limited and also tetap fixed. Okay, fixed means quality are fixed. Okay, you only have limited resources. And then technology tetap. Your technology level is also fixed. All right, this is the assumption. And be aware, must memorize this because it may be part of your question to ask you what is the assumption. It can be in paper 1, it can be in paper 2, bagian A. Okay, ask you about the assumptions. Now, and then normally they will came with ask you to draw graph. So like this, they show you a table and they tell you this is the kombinasi pengeluaran makanan dan pakaian. So I have two products in the economy, right? With the current resources, mengguna sumber yang ada. Now, see, KKP tell you this is the hard maximum. So combination A is the maximum. B, C, D, E, or is the maximum production. So they are the maximum, yeah. It means what? Either I choose A, okay, or B, or C, or D, or E. I cannot choose everything in the same time. Okay, I cannot choose all in the same time. I can only choose one. Okay, but why? Because all of them are my maximum. And you see, they give us two products. I teach you how to plot graph first, okay? How to plot a graph. You see, this is a bit different. They didn't tell you X and Y. Which one is X-axis, which one is Y-axis. Okay? And is it possible that I random put it? No. Normally, they will have this accordingly. Okay, you need to look at the makanan and pakaian. They are numbered in between. You see, 0 to 4, their gap is 4. 4 to 8, 4, 4, 4. Their change are constant, right? And another one is what? 1, 2, 4, 14. You see, the one that with a constant one, they will be x-axis. Another one will be y-axis. Okay, you look at the difference between when they change from A to B, B to C. Okay, what is their difference? We always pick the constant one as a x-axis. Okay, the constant change. Now, and then you will start to plot here. Right, and then you will start to plot here. So 0 to 60 as a x-axis. So you draw 0, 4, 8, okay, 12, 16. Okay. Now, of course, you can draw bigger if you want to, but doesn't matter. All right. Okay, I'm going to draw one extra. So after that, don't forget to label it. Label it. What is this? Sorry, I accidentally canceled my line. So you write down, what is this? This is makanan. Don't forget to bracket ribu tan. After that, we start to plot y-axis. Now, 0 to 21. You pick a number that's suitable, lah, right? Easy to calculate one. You don't put the one that very hard to calculate. So 0 to 21, you can put what? You can put 0. 2, 4, 8 is not enough one. You can put 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then same, remove the extra part and label it. What is this? Pakaian. So write down pakaian. 1000 helai. Okay, 1000 helai. Now, and then you will start to plot. Okay, can I just move the table down so that I no need to flip up and down? Okay, I'm just gonna bring it down so that I no need to, up and down. So you see, you plot combination A. A is 0 makanan and 21 pakaian. So you see lah, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's here. You plot already, label A. Okay, and then for B, B is what? 4 makanan and 20 pakaian. 4 and 20, label B. Followed by 8 and 18, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 12 and 14, donkey. 16 and 0, E. Now be aware, KKP, right? How you join the curve? Freehand. Don't use ruler, yeah? This is freehand. Like this. Okay? Let me know if you're done, yeah? Okay. Now, then and one things, don't forget to write title. Keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. Like this. Normally, this one will worth around 5 to 8 marks. Depends on the questions. Okay. Is that good? Yes, then we will move. Now, this is the first type of question asked you to draw. And they might have another question who are ask you to analyze, which is not really draw, but they will ask you to analyze. All right. Give you an example. They might have a similar question was said that, okay, now we came out a new combination F, let's say. Example, yeah. And I tell you, it right, F right, we want to produce 20 makanan and 5 pakaian. Now, so if question go this right, you have to plot for them. So if you plot this is an extra one, okay? So 20, I plot here, right? And then I write F. Normally these, right, they will came with the another question will ask you to explain. Jelaskan titik X. Titik F. Okay? Now, because this is a curve that show you what? Keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. Okay, mungkin pengeluaran productions. So means whatever that I can produce with the limited resource, with the limited technology. So the one that on this curve, yeah, your point A, B, C, D, E is the keluk kemungkinan. This is my maximum currently. So you need to explain what happened to F, right? If then you will say that, okay, F is actually outside the curve, di luar keluk. All right. Oh, outside means what? Do you think it's achievable? This is KKP, yeah. KKP is the maximum. So do you think F is achievable? No law, right? So the second sentence that in your explanation is, you tell me, not achievable currently. Tidak dapat dicapai pada masa kini. Now, why not achievable? Because it's out of my maximum. Okay, so you come back here because sumber ekonomi tidak cukup, not enough. Or you can say it because technology not enough. Tidak cukup canggih, not canggih. Okay, can. Now, of course, yeah, it can be plot outside. Of course, they might ask you to plot inside. Right? Let's say I give you another one. I'm not enough space. I'm just gonna write down at somewhere else, okay? Just an extra example for you in case they came with the graph and asked you. So let's say they want you to plot a titik E with let's say 4 makanan, right? And then 15 pakaian. Okay? If they say, okay, now we have a titik, sorry, not titik F, titik G. G. All right, so you plot for them. 4 and 15 is here. And then jelaskan. How you gonna explain? First, inside or outside? Inside the curve. Di dalam keluk. All right. Then, inside. Achievable or not? Yes, achievable because my maximum is here. But is it good? Is it efficient if they are inside the curve? inside the curve is achievable but not efficient. Not efficient, not sufficient. Why? Because I can do better, but I didn't. Right? So you can say tidak cekap. Ketidakcekapan. Okay? Why? What happened? Tidak cekap. You can say loh, sumber ekonomi tidak diguna dengan sepenuhnya. Not used in full, or it will lead to pembaziran. Wastage. Pembaziran sumber ekonomi. Okay? Pengangguran yang tinggi. Jobless. High unemployment. This is normally with the graph lah. With the graph, and then they might default these two questions. Of course, this is one way of asking. Sometimes they don't ask you to draw the graph. They just want you to explain the graph. When they are just ask you to explain the graph, then it's gonna look like this. See, they will say loh, berdasarkan raja tersebut, jelaskan titik X. Look at it. Raja menunjuk KKP titik X outside. The same way. It's exactly same as the one that we write here. This is your answer. Exactly the answer. They are outside, you tell this. All right. Now, and then the next one, you see the same, but they show you inside. Same, they say KKP, keadaan, titik B. Jelaskan titik B, keadaan titik B is the same. Their expectation are the same. They want you to tell about, oh, it's inside. Inside means not efficient. Wastage happen. So, see, your answer is this. All right, the way of asking are the same. All right. Now, let me know if you're done, yeah? Then I will just move on to the next part. All right. Move on, yeah? Are you good? What's your name? But you didn't do your name. Okay, but yeah. Are you good? Yes, let's move on, yeah? This is a similar one. I don't do this. And then, what is this one? Okay, now here. This one, another one. Just now, we have learned three things already, yeah? We learned three things already, all right? Just to prevent that you don't know where are you now, let's just quickly go through what you have done just now. Three things already. First thing, you learn about sumber economy. You have tanah, buruh, modal, usahawan, Thambi. Okay, TUN, Thambi, right? Okay, this is your sumber economy. And then we learn about masalah economy. All right, masalah economy is talk about, you must tell me unit economy first, and then kekurangan, pilihan, cost lepas. Okay, this is the answer, and the sequence in answering, okay? Now, and then we also talk about KKP. you learn about the graph, right? The graph inside is maximum, outside is not achievable, inside is inefficient. On top of the line, maximum. Now, and then we came here. Masalah asas, basic problem. Masalah asas economy, we call it Abu. Abu. Apa berapa, bagaimana, untuk siapa. Now, so this is actually a problem where faced by when somebody wanted to start a business for free normally for free for people who produce things, right? For people who decide what to produce. Abu ya, Abu stand for apa, what to produce. You solve this problem is to determine the type of the goods that you want to produce or how you allocate your factors, right? Allocation of resources. So how we actually solve this problem? Based on permintaan, demand. Demand means what? In a certain price, how many people willing to buy or they want to buy, they able to buy, permintaan. And also cipta rasa, people's preference. You as a boss, or you wanted to do investment, you want to start a business. Of course, you will do survey before you start. It's not like random. Okay, I feel like today I want to start here and open a business. No, you will decide or you will think first, like what I want to sell, right? What I want to sell. Then how you solve this problem? Based on demand. Let's say you think of that you want to actually start your business in Puchong. Then you will probably think what is actually Puchong people need or what is the Puchong people like. Then you to decide what to sell. Why you want to solve this problem? Because you want to make sure kehendak dipenuhi. Their desire is being fulfilled. Because if you cannot fulfill their desire, they won't come and buy things from you. They don't enjoy your goods, they don't enjoy your service, right? And then, of course, why we must care of what people want? So that no wastage. All right? Now here, after you solve what to sell, you should determine how much to sell. What and how much? How much? How many unit? Now, so the quantity. Say you will determine according to demand. Okay, you will do it according to demand. Right? Depends on how much they want to buy. So that make sure it's enough and no lebihan, no kurangan. There's no extra, too much, okay, oversupply or undersupply. And bagaimana? Determine the technique to produce. All right, you will either choose harga relative, means you will care on the price, or you will care on the technique. The price is the cost for me to create the product. Okay, am I gonna use harga relative means am I gonna use modal or bulu? Machine or peoples? Okay, whichever that come cheaper lah, right? Technique pengeluaran means, oh, I will just choose whatever that more efficient. One, you either go for price saving or you go for technology efficiency. But came to the same, minimum the cost. All right. And last, who is your target customer? Untuk siapa? Means you want to distribute the goods. You will actually, okay, depends on what? Agihan pendapatan. Whoever to affordable. And your target customer, of course, you will target whoever that affordable to your product. Why? You see, how? Look at their income. They believe the higher income group, they have higher kuasa beli. purchasing power, right? Now, and you see, high income tends to buy more things. Okay, lower income tends to buy lesser things. Now, but how exam ask? Normally, they came to ask you, they give you a situation. Normally, they give you a situation, they ask you, what is the, you see, terangkan dua masalah perlu diselesai. You have to solve. They either will ask perlu diselesai, telah diselesai, tidak diselesai. Normally, they are here only. Telah diselesai, tidak diselesai. Normally, their question will be surround with these three lah. Either is, what is the one that need to be solved? Already solved, not solved. Okay, so perlu diselesai and tidak diselesai is the same lah. So come back on top here, they say they want you to raise two questions. So two problem. So makbau merupakan pengeluaran mi kuning di daerah Kuala Selangor. Beliau ingin meluaskan pasarannya ke daerah lain di negeri Selangor. So, let's find first. Do they tell you what they sold? What they sell? Yes. Apa hendak dikeluarkan? But do they tell you how much? Berapa? No, they didn't mention. Bagaimana? How they actually make the mie kuning? No, not telling. Right? Untuk siapa? Not saying. Right? So they only said they want to expand their market to others daerah. All right. So come back here. Two problem search. Find these two problems. So explain the two problems. So normally you will tell first what is the problem. So we can say masalah masalah, mention the problem. Berapa yang hendak dikeluarkan? Perlu diselesai. You tell me this is a problem that we need to solve. Then you can say a little bit explain. Explain, right? You can tell why they need to solve or how they need to solve. Okay, so you can say masalah ini diselesai berdasarkan permintaan masyarakat dan faktor pengeluaran. Yang diperuntukkan. This is your second mark. Of course, you don't like it, you can say loh, masalah ini perlu diselesai untuk memastikan kuantiti yang cukup dan tidak wujud lebihan kurangan. Also can. It's not to say fix. You can have both. Okay, you can have both. Can ya? Now, and then the next question, bagaimana? Then you can say selain itu masalah bagaimana hendak dikeluarkan perlu diselesaikan. have to solve. Okay, why or how? Okay, you can see that perlu diselesai untuk meminimumkan kos pengeluaran. Okay. Can. Now, of course, you can see lah. Okay, how they solve. Masalah ini diselesai. Okay. Dengan memilih harga relative factor. Okay. Atau teknik yang paling cakap. Are you good? Can ya? So you're you're at your breakfast already? Yes, it's not like just wake up and then you chunk into the seminar and sit here. Not right. Just to double confirm you are awake. You are not like, well, I don't know where am I. Okay. Yeah. Let me know if you're done, then we will move on. All right. Okay. Let's move, yeah? Yes. Here got a bit long. I try my best, okay? Yeah. This one is your last part in your chapter 1. Name system economy. Okay, system economy. Yeah, economy system, yeah. Now, system economy is actually and talk about in the whole world how the country or how the government manage their economy. Are they intervene a lot, or are they fully control, or half, or they didn't do anything? They just give them freedom, set them free. So, of course, different countries have different way of manage their economy, but mainly we split into 3. The first one, pasaran bebas, free market, or sometimes they call it capitalist or laissez-faire, means government rarely intervene the economies. All right. And then you have another one, perancangan pusat, fully controlled, and campuran, mixed economy. And normally, pasaran bebas and perancangan pusat is very extreme. This is fully freedom. This is government fully control. So you see, both are very extreme. So they have their own pros and cons. That's why slowly some of the country, they move from pasaran bebas to campuran. Perancangan pusat move to campuran. Campuran are mixed half. So you will realize if you already revise pasaran bebas perancangan pusat, probably you are able to answer campuran because they are just a combination. Okay, they are the combination of bebas and perancangan pusat for the good things. So you see, their characteristic first, who can own the factors? Who have the right to buy or to own the resources? Who get the resources? Who own the resources? In pasaran bebas, individu dan swasta. Individual and private company or private sector, right? So, private sector, just like in US, every of the individual, they have the right to buy a land. They have a right to start up a business, to become a usahawan. They have the right to, they can just choose to work with others as a buruh. They can also own money, capital. They can own a machine, they can own they can make whatever, okay? Right? They can own whatever that legal. Important, legal. So, bebas memiliki faktor. It's not only memiliki, their own, they use and change. They can own it, they can use it, they can modify it, mengubah. As long as mengikut undang-undang. As long as it's legal, what you want, up to you. Right? As long as it's legal. But perancangan pusat opposite. Everything kerajaan memilih semua faktor. And tidak bebas. We as an individual pengeluar tidak bebas. So you came to campuran, you see? Campuran said that you as an individual and swasta, you have the freedom to memiliki faktor pengeluaran. At the same time, kerajaan also exists. They own faktor as well. But they own it for bahan awam purpose. Same, they will rule us. They will rule us. Okay, they will rule us using undang-undang. Okay, so you can find the combination. The green color highlight means the point that come from pasaran bebas. The blue color highlight is the point that come from perancangan pusat. Alright, now, and then further, you have what? Penentu kehendak. Now, who can determine desire? Means who can make decision. In pasaran bebas, pengguna and pengeluar berhak membuat keputusan ekonomi. You bebas membeli barang. And when you buy things, you will generate demand. Corak permintaan. And your demand will affect peruntukan faktor pengeluaran. Who peruntuk the pengeluaran? Pengeluar. Pengeluar will determine the allocation of factors. Okay, this is pasaran bebas. We as a user, we determine what to buy. They determine what to sell. All right, they will according to us and determine what to sell. And no government inside. Government are not to campur tangan. Right, but perancangan pusat kerajaan membuat segala keputusan. So, kerajaan is the one merancang, mengawal faktor pengeluaran. Okay? They will choose everything. Then campuran said what? Campuran said, you are able to membuat keputusan, right? Same, pengguna menentu permintaan, pengeluar bersaing keluarkan barang ekonomi. You came out the goods. But same, at the same time, you have a government. But government only make decision, keputusan on barang awam. Okay? Can? Now, then how about pembuat pilihan? Who can make choices at the end of the day? Choose your things and your job. Pasaran bebas tell you, you are free. Okay, you are free. You are free to memilih barang dan jenis pekerjaan. Okay, pengeluar also free to memilih teknik pengeluaran. How about perancangan pusat? No, tidak bebas. Pengeluar tidak bebas. Okay, you have no right. Then in Malaysia, in Malaysia they said, you bebas, okay, you have the right, bebas memilih, Prima bebas memilih. You can choose barang dan pekerja. They can choose teknik pengeluaran. And be aware, kerajaan, they will control you via undang-undang. Okay, and kerajaan exists here to memilih teknik. Awam sahaja. Okay, they only intervene on barang awam. They don't care on other things. They only care on the public's product. Whatever that your need, all right, for public welfare. Now, this will be your pasaran bebas, perancangan pusat, campuran, right? Then exam how they ask you, like how the questions works. Okay, how the question works, yeah? The most one, you see, they will tell you in this way. Maklumat berikut berkaitan dengan satu tindakan kerajaan negara Z. So this is Z, yeah? And they said kerajaan wajah. Okay, wajah, yeah? Can. Okay, government can do what? Can campur tangan dalam aktiviti ekonomi and make sure kebajikan terjamin. Terjamin means what? They can actually make sure and confirm your welfare. So here they ask you, setujukah Anda tentang tindakan kerajaan? Are you agree with the government action? They campur tangan to menjaminkan kebajikan. Are you agree? Setujukah? Okay. So are you agree to like let government to intervene the economy so that to maintain your welfare? What you think? Yep. Just a right to tell you. Setuju ka means there's no fixed answer. You can be setuju, you can be tidak setuju. Okay, but you must have sufficient explanation. All right. Now for Form 4 in Form 4 syllabus, okay, Form 4 syllabus, mostly whatever you learn will actually encourage you to write setuju. Okay, they recommend you to write setuju. But you want to write tidak setuju, it's fine. It's fine to have that. It's fine to have that, but I don't want to. It's a bit not good, right? So you can write setuju. And you write setuju, 1 mark. And then start to explain. Do you think why government want to intervene? Okay. Yeah. You can see that, of course, just to tell you that this one may be a bit, it's not a full answer that you can get from your books. It's a little bit that you need to think. Okay, it's actually half kebat like that. Not full kebat, half kebat. Right? Why I say it's half kebat? Because in the normal class, you actually learn very detailed about the campur tangan, campuran. Right? Government campur tangan for what purpose? Yes, to menjamin kebajikan. How? So you can say lo setuju. Because government, it will actually provide barang awam. Menyediakan barang awam. They are here to provide barang awam to masyarakat. Now, why we said is actually to take the business is to make sure the business is legal? Yes. Your safetyness can. Can what? To make sure everybody follow the law. But I have more than that. Our answer have more than that. You can also say that they campur tangan to make sure kebajikan masyarakat terjamin, like you say, make sure the business is legal, right? So you can say to, let me find a word, to mengawal, okay, pengeksploitasi pengguna. Prevent they actually how to say, bully you guys, bully the user. Or you can say okay, just give you a few answer, okay? How they actually campur tangan and why they want to campur tangan. They campur tangan to menyediakan barang awam, right? So at the same time, they will menyediakan banyak peluang pekerja. They will give us job opportunity. Right? Peluang pekerja, right? Dalam sektor awam, in the public sector, right? So they campur tangan to take care of your welfare. How? Okay, you can say loh, they mengkutipkan cukai, right? They collect cukai, pendapatan. Okay, to do what? Untuk merapatkan, to merapatkan what? Jurang pendapatan. Okay, now, and then of course, why is good for you? Because the barang awam that being produced, what happened? Diagih secara adil. It's very fair one to everybody. Okay, to everybody. Is it okay? Now, they might also ask you how. This is ask you, are you agree that the government decision is actually good for the people? Right? And then they might have another question to ask you how, bagaimanakah? Okay? Now, just to tell you, yeah, bagaimanakah. So you can say government come out barang awam, right? Government give us peluang pekerja. This is an extra one for you, okay? Okay, and then you can also say that government will actually mengutip cukai dan memberi subsidi to menjamin kestabilan ekonomi. If they ask you how government do that, how government campur tangan, are you good? If yes, then I'm gonna move on to the next one. Yep. Okay. Okay. There's one more. Yeah, are you okay? I gotta move down, yeah. This one is also another, yeah, but I mean, your question in exam, they maybe ask you in a very general way to ask you to to explain the system economy. They can also came like this. Okay, they can also came like this. You see, they give you a story. They said, negara A mengamalkan sistem perancangan pusat, telah melaksana pembaharu ekonomi berasas pasaran sejak tahun 1978. Okay, so they said berasas pasaran. What is berasas pasaran? Asaskan. oriented, okay? They are market oriented. Market oriented means pasaran bebas. Market oriented. Based on the market. Okay, so from perancangan pusat, they switch their country into pasaran bebas. And then they tell you, with this pembaruan, A telah berjaya menurun kemiskinan 53% to 8%. So, they said, pembaruan ekonomi ini merupakan tindakan yang bijak bagi negara tersebut. Berikan alasan anda. Okay, so what's your answer should tell? Before they ask you, okay, this is a good decision. Explain it. Okay, explain it. So don't express your opinion that you agree or not agree. Okay, they didn't ask because a lot of people, they read the first sentence, they will automatic like came out setuju or tidak setuju. No, they didn't ask. They just tell that this is a very good decision. Explain it. So you should tell me what. Why is a good decision? How? Normally, how you actually get your answer. You determine already. They change to pasaran. Why is a good decision? Then you tell me lah. The good thing about pasaran bebas. The kebaikan pasaran bebas. Why pasaran bebas so good? Okay. Now, they switch from perancangan pusat to pasaran bebas. So you tell lah why pasaran bebas is so good. First, what happened? What is the change in their peoples? Campuran? No, 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 not campuran. Economy asas pasaran. So they ask you about the kebaikan. Why is so good about pasaran bebas? Why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Who become freedom? Who have the freedom? Come, you need to elaborate a little bit. Yeah, freedom. The best thing is freedom. Who have freedom? Individual, yes. And also, you have 2 points that related to this. First, you said their people have freedom to do things. So you can say, pengguna bebas memilih, okay, barang dan perkhidmatan yang diingini. Okay, yes. And then pengeluar, you can say lo. Now, pengeluar bebas, okay, mengeluarkan barang dan perkhidmatan. Okay, berdasarkan, how they do this? Berdasarkan, okay, permintaan. They can distribute according to the permintaan. Okay, according to the permintaan. Now, of course, because they become freedom, so you can see it, because they have what? Kebebasan yang luas. Okay, kebebasan yang luas. Untuk melakukan aktiviti. Kegiatan ekonomi. Okay, they have a high freedom about that. Now, of course, right? And then, other than that, because everybody is freedom, so you can say sumber ekonomi diage secara optimum. They will use the sumber to the max, to the best level. Why? To maximize the cost, to maximize the untung. Okay, untuk memaksimumkan untung. Alright. Agi is distribute 分配. Optimum is the best level. 最佳. Okay. Let me see. All right, shall we? Yeah, next. Next, yeah. Da, da, da. Here. Question 13 and 14, because we have a little bit not enough time. So 13 and 14, I will just choose one to explain. But they have a similar one. All right. So, see ya. Question 13. They say, negara yang mengamalkan sistem ekonomi perancangan pusat seperti Korea Utara dikatakan kurang motivasi dan intensif untuk bekerja kuat serta mempunyai banyak kelemahan. Perancangan pusat, a lot of kelemahan. So here ya. Bersetujukah anda tentang pernyataan di atas? Are you agree on the statement on top? The statement above. Okay, just to tell you, you can have either answer, either one. You can tell setuju and tidak setuju, doesn't matter. Both are acceptable. But if you tell me setuju, yeah, you got to elaborate. You have to elaborate. Okay, I got it right. You got to tell all the kelemahan, explain the kelemahan. You tell that, setuju. Oh, because pilihan individu adalah terhad kerana individu tiada bebas untuk memilih barang dan jenis pekerjaan yang ingin diceburi. Okay. If you want to say setuju, you agree the statement that, oh, they have a lot of cons, right? They have a lot of cons. So you're going to say that, oh, because pilihan individu terhad. Why? Because they have no rights. Kerana masyarakat, okay, tidak bebas, okay, membuat pilihan, okay, dalam barang dan jenis pekerjaan yang ingin diceburi. Okay, how many marks? Let me see. 4 marks. So, okay, you need one more. So the point, explain, point, explain. Right? Since on top they said they kurang motivasi already, then we don't talk about kurang motivasi, but you can talk about what? Others. Others is like what? Oh, they have risiko kesilapan dalam membuat keputusan. Why? Kerana. Okay, because all the segala. Segala means everything ya. Segala keputusan ekonomi ditentu oleh pemerintah. Pemerintah is whoever will make the rules. All right. Now, of course, as I said, you can have a setuju answer. Of course, you can also be the one that not agree with the statement. You just tell tidak setuju lah. But then your explanation will be different. If you tell me you are not agree that Perancangan Pusat have a lot of cons, you're gonna say that the kebaikan Perancangan Pusat. Okay, you have to talk about the kebaikan Perancangan Pusat. And what is the kebaikan Perancangan Pusat? You can tell lo. Agihan pendapatan seimbang, barang awam diutamakan, right? Peruntukan sumber towards a welfare, kebajikan. Let me know if you're done. Right? So kebaikan, you're gonna talk about this. I show you already, but I don't want to write. Agihan pendapatan yang seimbang. Is it okay? Yes. No. I'll wait for you, yeah. Don't worry. All right. You're right first, yeah. Let me tell you about later. I tell you about question 14. Just to tell you, yeah, at the back, right, you have multiple choice. Feel free to try it out. Answer, multiple choice answer is provided at the back. All right. Of course, when you are doing any any of the question that you are unsure or you have doubt, feel free to text me or WhatsApp me, but don't call me, yeah. Right. Okay, I'm gonna erase it because I found something. Okay. And the benefit, if you are not agree with the statement on top, means you're gonna tell me about they are good. Okay. But at the bottom, they said, you see, negara yang berasas pasaran mempunyai banyak kelemahan dan kelebihan. Bincangkan. If they ask you to discuss, means, and they say what got pros and cons, means you discuss about what is the good law, what is the bad. Both. Explain both, yeah. All right. Still alive? No, you are lost. So let me know if you're done, yeah. I wait for you, yeah. I think later on I will just stop here. Yeah, if you're done. Yeah. Then so far, any questions?